Hey guys, happy new year. So before I jump into this tutorial, I would just like to talk briefly about Alex and Annie. There's the bracelets that you see me wearing a lot this year. I have actually had these bracelets for a couple of weeks now, and I have non-stop been wearing them because when I used to work at Mac, if you didn't know, I used to work at Mac. I used to really love women wearing Alex and Annie bracelets. So I was very excited to kind of work with them, and I picked a couple that I felt like were just really nice for me and really love the significance behind the dream catcher. So I just picked a couple that I felt like really worked for me. And also one thing you see my favorite, you see my yin yang. But I feel like with these, they're such great charm bracelets, and I love things that really come with meaning and significance. So definitely check Alex and Annie out. I will leave their link in the description box down below, and let's jump right into the tutorial. So we're back again with this hair dyeing after I promised you guys I was on a whole healthy hair journey. Well, that's how life is, okay? I am a very spontaneous person, and to be honest, I love my hair in different colors, okay? Life is too short for your hair to just be black. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, maybe I should dye my hair ginger, go ahead and dye your hair ginger. The worst that can happen is nothing. Your hair is not gonna be damaged. Yes, your curl pattern may loosen up a little bit, but aside from that, it'll be a fun color to play with, okay? So before you get started, there are a couple of things you're going to need. One is 30 volume developer. You're going to need the Adore Cajun Spice dye and the Adore Orange Blaze. I used 2 bottles of the Orange Blaze and 1 bottle of Cajun Spice. Mixing bowl, a couple of brushes, of course, to apply the color. And then the high color highlights in copper. And I used 2 to 3 boxes of this. Some clips to clip your hair and some gloves. I usually start off my process with 2 braids, and this helps me stretch my hair instead of blow drying it, because putting heat on your hair then going into dye is not the best for your hair. So I start off with 2 braids, make sure my hair is stretched, and then what I like to do is just take out these 2 braids, and by the time I take out the 2 braids, the hair is stretched and it's ready to go for the color. Now, because this is a roots touch-up, I'm only doing the roots. And even though you see the final product at the end, I actually had to go in with the high color in copper again after I was done dyeing, because I noticed that my roots were still a little bit darker. And the reason why is because I did not leave the high color copper on for as long as I should have. And honestly, because it's my roots, I should have started with the front, but because I started with the back, those were kind of things that I saw that I could have done better. I would suggest to you that you use the high color in copper and you start from the front, especially if you're doing a root touch-up. If you're dyeing your hair for the first time, that is a whole different process. If you're dyeing your hair for the first time, I do suggest you just going with the copper color, and that will lighten your hair. One thing about this highlight high color, I've used it before and it's great for black hair, but it is not as vibrant. So if you're starting off and just dyeing your hair, you may have to go and bleach your hair, which I don't really have a video on that. However, you can watch the video of when I got my professional color done so that you can dye your hair. But honestly, with this color, you don't really need for your hair to be super light for you to dye it if you're dyeing it the first time. If you use 30 volume developer and BW2, which is the bleach, and you go over your whole head and just leave it in for a couple of minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then go in with this Adore color, I'm pretty sure you can still achieve this exact color that I have. However, just be careful when you're using bleach. Don't bleach your hair twice in one day. It's easier for you to use bleach than for you to use all these colors that might not necessarily give you the exact color you want. So if you're, like I said, if you're going ginger and this is your first time going ginger and it's not a root touch-up like I'm doing, definitely use bleach, leave it in for 30 minutes or until your hair lightens a little bit, then go in with an orange color because it's already a darker color.
Feeling you?
Huh?
They thought I was feeling you? I nigga, I'm not.
It's very much giving Mad Hatter. But yeah, so I just got done. I'm gonna leave my brows on for another 5 minutes because I actually think it's dying already. It looks very light. The back of my hair I think is done. The front I'm gonna leave it for another 30 minutes. The box says 30 minutes, so I'm gonna exactly do 30 minutes. Y'all, I don't have a shower cap. Actually, the girl who I watched her video, I'm gonna actually link her video down below in the description box because she killed it. That's actually, I watched a tutorial like several times and I was like, yes, you get the color that I want. And honestly, I did my hair professionally before, which I already told you guys, and she did a phenomenal job. And literally the only reason why I'm retouching my hair myself is because I'm putting it in a style and I want the roots to look fresh. I have been dyeing hair for quite some time now, so I will not say that I'm a professional, but I will not say that I'm a novice. It's 3:19, so 30 minutes will be 3:45. One thing I like about this Adore dye is you can put it on washed hair. So I'm actually going to wash this out first before I go in with the Adore. Not a shower cap, it is literally a bag. I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get a shower cap, so it is what it is. And for my brows, I'm gonna wash my brows off probably now actually, because I think it's been more than 10 minutes because I applied the brow. This is the same exact high colors that I use on my hair that I use on my brows. So my name is Bella Hadid. I'm just kidding. Turned out amazing. I love that it's a little darker because I wanted a little darker root, just like my talented hairstylist did, because is giving what is meant to give. So what we gonna do now, since the roots are a little darker and I want to touch up the color too, because you can see it's looking a little too orange. So this is my plan. My plan is to have the Cajun spice, just the Cajun spice on the roots, and then a mixture of the orange glaze and the Cajun spice on my ends. So that is the plan. So once again, just like I dyed my hair, I'm gonna part it. Adore dye, you can use it on wet hair, and I researched that, so that was great. So I'm gonna section my hair into 4. What are you doing about it? I'm not about to say this is no bleach because technically developer is developing. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, so I'm using a couple of pumps of this because it's white, so the color would really condition my hair also. So this is going to be the root color, which is just Cajun spice. First of all, does it open? Does it open? Yep, it is open. Okay. This much conditioner. I'm gonna add the orange glaze because honestly, ginger is more of a very heavy mix of orange and red. But sometimes when you don't get the perfect mix, sometimes the hair can be, you see, this is like pure orange, like very bright. So I'm not gonna do too much of this. I just basically use half a bottle of that and then the Cajun spice to kind of darken it a little bit. Let me show you guys. And then when I mix it, I should be able to see what color it's giving me, because the Cajun spice is more of that reddish brownish color, and this, as you can see, is giving more gingery, because gingery, like I said, is more on the orangey side. See? Perfect. Yep. Like that, but yeah, that looks good. This also looks good. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the orange glaze, like a couple of drops. Let me tell you something. If you are an artist or creative person, dyeing hair isn't that difficult. Is a lie, is a lie. I've been dyeing my hair for a long time. Let me not even lie to you guys. It's a very difficult process. But I guess I've learned along the way, and like I watch a lot of YouTube University, so yeah. So I'm adding more. Yep, that's perfect. So the orange glaze looks a little more like that. If I had like the paprika, I would have added it to just give it a little razzle dazzle, but let's start. So can I help you, ma'am? Color. And because my hair is damp, I think the dye is going on so well. I don't have to use as much of the dye. Because see, it's already done. That's one section. Okay. I also want to use the dye sparingly. I like using like not that much dye, and then being able to actually I don't know how to explain it. Happy. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh, yeah. Alright, and then this part. Oh, 15 minutes. I'm not leaving it in for 15 minutes. I'm most definitely leaving it for like 30. Follow directions, guys. Put it back. And I'm gonna put the oranger one on my roots, on my ends. I definitely look like Mad Hatter. This orange is very orange right now.
Vibrant.